Hi guys, this is for 8th grade students. This is Unit 4 Test Corrections. Question number 1, nobody missed. It asked which one is non-proportional and everybody got it right. It was D, or B as in boy, because it didn't cross the origin. Good job. Question number 2, only one person missed. You could have entered these in your calculator and done stat edit. I think a couple people missed. Or you could have gone old school and done some subtraction. Here is the y-intercept right there, 120, staring right at it. When x is 0, y is 120. And then it would be, 1575 divided by 5 to find the slope. Don't remember that, but you can do 1575 divided by 5 or check your slope. I think it was 315, sounds right. Question 3, still only one or two missed. Oops, oh, that was the same page, sorry. Question 3. Question 4 was really pretty easy. You could have plugged into this equation. Once you have the equation, you could plug in for 0, but really you could have typed this equation into your calculator, and it's just about checking carefully, but it looks like nobody missed number 4. So you tell me the correct answer. It was $7.50 per game. So we're adding $7.50 each time. I can see some real problems here. This is wrong. And let's see, this one is wrong. And then we start getting into this one is wrong. So I think the correct answer was D, if I'm not mistaken. Number 5, 9 of you missed. Here we go. Number 5 and 6, almost everybody. Well, if you have 2 points, guys, really all you had to do was put -6, 0, and 2, -2 into your calculator. You could have done stat edit. I'll see if I can work it backwards. This one is actually going down 2, and this one is going up 8. And so the slope is -2 over 8, which simplifies to -1 over 4. So the slope was -1/4, or -0.25. A few of you had positive 0.25, but you shouldn't have missed that, because if you're walking, you'd be walking down the hill, not up the hill. So you should have bubbled in a negative. It's a negative slope. The y-intercept is also negative. A little hard to see. If you would have put these in stat edit, you'd have seen, and you could verify, it's between -1 and -2, and it's crossing at -1.5, -1.5. And going back, I guess you cannot bubble fractions. So that was 5 and 6. That's where we really struggled. Stat edit. Pick 2 points. Try it on your calculator. Number 7. Only one person missed. And really it was just a little bit of a trick. This is 1 and we were looking for 0. I'm hoping you got it right because you did stat edit. I can see that 60 divided by 2 is 30. So if this was 2 here, this would be 160. 0 would be 100. So the key is it didn't start at 0. So he didn't start with $130. So you could have ruled out A and B. He started with $100, and then after 1 week he had 130. In fact, it's the only one that would have worked out. D says he started with $100 and added 60 per week. Well, that would be 160 in 1 week, and it's 130 after 1 week. So hopefully you see what you did wrong on that one. Number 8, wow. We just did this the day before the test, and it was just about reading. What distance in miles will result in both of the taxis charging the same amount in dollars? And the answer was 5. After 5 miles, they both charged $20. I could have asked you at what, after how many miles did they both charge $20? The same amount, they both charged 20 at 5 miles. So the answer was simply 5, right there. Number 9, only one person missed. Proportional relationship, well, it has to cross the origin, so it has to be A. Problem 10, most kids in the class missed. Let's see, here we've got App Angry Clash of Face Night. Interesting. Has an initial fee and also charges an additional fee for each level you pay to unlock. So if you're going to do this app, after 4 levels, you'd have to pay $13. You could have done stat edit. I'm going to do old school, and I'm going to say $2.50 divided by 2. You had to pay $1.25 for each level. Double check my math. Yes. So you can rule out a lot of these. Per level is $3.25. Per level is $2.50. You should have done stat edit. The initial fee would have been $8. Once you do stat edit and find the equation, y equals 1.25x plus 8, then you type that in your calculator. You could have seen the initial fee was $8. Or you could have plugged in 0 into this equation. After 0 levels, you'd have to pay $8. The y-intercept was 8. This was just asking you what the y-intercept means. It means the initial fee for the app. So I'm guessing some of these were reading mistakes, not math. Let me know after you watch this video if it was a reading mistake or a math mistake you made, because this seems pretty easy to me. 11, a few of you missed. 11 is another one of those where we're just looking at this right here. After 18 days, they both had 15 ribbons left. A lot of reading on this. This says 5 ribbons left after 18 days. No, that's 15 is where the intersection. The intersection is at 18, 15. That's true for both equations. So after 18 days, you'd have 15 ribbons. I could see why you'd answer B, because it had the labels incorrect. It had 15 days, was 18 days. So the correct answer was C. Again, just finding that point 1815 and then knowing what it was about, understanding the reading. 12, a few of you missed. Let's see, graph and table show the linear relationship. What is the slope? Well, you have 2 choices. You could have put these points in, or you could have just done stat edit. Again, without a calculator, I'm going to have to do rate of y divided by rate of x, and I'm going to tell you the slope is 5. It's going up 5 for every bottle. $5 per bottle, because it would be 15 divided by 3. Well, that should have been easy. Did you read? What is the slope? You could have done stat edit. 13. Excuse me, let me arrange stuff here. 13 was a little bit tricky. it was quite a bit of reading. And I didn't talk about this much. 6 more than the product. Well, product means multiply, 4 times x. We've talked about that in the past. 6 more than that. So the equation would be y equals 6 plus 4x. Or we could switch that around and put 4x plus 6. You could have typed that in your y equals in your calculator, or you could have plugged in some numbers. For 0, it would be 6. 4 times 0 is 0 plus 6. 4 times 1 would be 4, plus 6 would be 10. Still not helping us. I've got to get up to 3. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 6 is 18. So it should be 318, which rules out B, and rules out C, and rules out D. So the correct answer was A. So 6 more than the product of 4 times x is 4 times x plus 6. And then you could have looked at the table to compare. Did you notice it started with 3 instead of 0? Okay, last one. 14. Started out with 15 toys in his box, and he adds 5 new toys every month. So the equation is 5x plus 15. So it starts at 15. Well, this looks good. Starts at 15. I could rule out J because that starts at 0. Well, this looks good. So let's plug some numbers in here. After 0, it would be 15. After 1, well, you could plug this in to find the table, but 5 times 1 is 5, plus 15 is 20. After 2 would be 25. You can see the slope is 5. 30 after 3. This says 30 after 6 toys. That wouldn't be right. Boy, this guy gets a lot of toys, right? This has 120. It also has 435, so those check out. 750 would check out. 11 times 5, yeah, that would check out. So what's wrong with this one? Well, after 1 month it would be 20. This starts correct, but then the slope isn't moving up quickly enough. Rudolfo got a lot of toys. So the correct answer was H. I hope that helped. This was kind of an easy test. Probably going to give you guys some sort of a retake. See if we can bring up the scores even higher.